Hi, welcome to February. My hair is black. Yes, you are not mistaken. I ended up dyeing my hair black 4 nights ago. It's currently the 4th. No, it's the 6th. I dyed it on, I think, the 2nd. The reason why I ended up dyeing it is because my boyfriend has been asking me for the last 2 years to dye my hair black because he thought it would look really, really cute. And so I told him, beginning of this year, I will dye it. And so I did. It's Manic Panic, so it's going to completely wash out. I ended up hating it for the first 3 days, but it's grown on me. I like it quite a lot now. I think it was just like, it was so bold and so dark that it just took me a while to get used to, and it felt like my hair was wearing me for a while, but I've gotten used to it. I like it, and I'm quite sad it's going to wash out now, but it's fine because I'll probably dye it again in the future. Definitely not soon because I want to keep my natural hair for just another year or 2, but I'll probably dye it black again at some point in my life. February has sucked so far. I cannot even begin to explain, so I'm not even going to try, but things have just gone wrong left and right. This month has felt a year long and we're only 6 days into it, so that's not fun, but it's fine. I didn't film the hair dyeing process. I wanted to, but my boyfriend helped me, and also our entire apartment is stained black and we need to bleach everything, and so I was like, trying to film this would just be way too stressful. We're going to hang out with my mom tonight. She's back from South Africa and we need to give her back her car keys, and then she has snacks to give us, which I'm very excited for because I haven't had South African snacks in a very, very long time, and I'm just so excited to have food from home to eat, so that's very exciting for me. The night before last night, we went to an ice hockey game, and that was so much fun. I enjoyed every second of it. The tickets were gifted to us because last month, if you watched that vlog, my boyfriend had to go in on a weekend to work. And so as a thank you gift, his boss recommended him for us to get the box seats to watch that game. So it was very fun, very fancy, a really, really great time. I wish we could go again. So that was a fun highlight. And that was the first thing I went out for in my black hair. And I did my makeup and I did my hair and I had a pretty bow in, and so that was really fun. I felt very good about myself that night, which was nice because that day was awful. I had a bad day. My boyfriend had a bad day. Our bad days correlated with each other, and we also got some really bad news. And so it was a really great night to fix the bad day, which was really nice. And then last night I did something I haven't done in months, if not maybe a year or more. I spontaneously bought a book and I started reading it this morning. So I finished Heartless Hunter, and I have a vlog that's either coming out or is already out at this point. I forget when it's going up, but I finished Heartless Hunter and I was just like, I need to listen to my mood. I need to try and just pick up something I wanted. And the book that I very, very desperately there was a worm in my brain that just wouldn't let this book go is The Rose Bargain. This is the naked hardcover. It's absolutely stunning. I'm really not that far into it. I'm only on chapter 2, which is on page 18, but these are the end pages and I'm very excited. I don't know why, but it came out on Tuesday, so 2 days ago, and I just kept thinking I really, really want to read it. I had the holds ready for my library, but it was another 7 weeks before I got the ebook, and then another 6 weeks before I got the audio. And so I was like, I have gift cards to my local bookstore. I'm just going to buy it and read it and call it a day, because that's just what my heart is telling me. And after Heartless Hunter, I really need to listen to my heart. So that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, that's really the only things that have happened. I don't look great today. I'm in my pajamas, which I think you guys will appreciate my pajama shirt. So let me show it to you. It says, Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? It is probably my favorite shirt that I own. Yeah, I've just been feeling a bit under the weather, and so I was like, I'm just going to stay in my pajamas because so far this week has sucked. yeah, rough start, but hopefully it gets better. January was a really busy month for us, and so I'm excited to kind of just get through that. We still have a lot of things to do, but the really big things that my boyfriend and I have to do are trickling and slowly being completed. We only have 2 or 3 more things that we need to figure out, and then we are good. And also, it's the 6th today, so Valentine's Day is tomorrow in a week. And I'm very excited for that because we are going to our favorite restaurant, or I don't know if it's his favorite restaurant ever, but it's my favorite restaurant ever. And I do know it's a joint favorite restaurant. I am so excited. They have a meal. It's called the chicken salteado, which I'm so excited for. It's one of the best meals I've ever eaten in my entire life. That would be my death row meal. And then they have fresh churros, and it's just so good, and it comes with caramel sauce, which I really can't eat a lot of because I do have a dairy allergy, but I always dip it just like a teeny tiny bit because I cannot say no to it. And I'm so excited for that. It's going to be so good. And we're doing something new this year. We're going to go to, there's a hotel close by to the restaurant, so we're going to go to that hotel, have a couple of drinks and watch the sunset, and then we're going to go to our reservation and have dinner. And I'm very excited. It's going to be fun. That is the highlight of this month for me. Also, I'm painting my nails. You could probably tell in the progress because my nails are stained from dyeing my hair. This hand was worse. I should have shown you. Maybe you can like see the purple in there. And so I'm painting my nails so that I just look a bit more put together and feel a bit more put together. Manic panic is so leaky. It's so annoying. The other day, one singular strand of my hair got wet and it was on my cheek, and when I moved it, I just had a black stain on my cheek that I had to then wash 2-3 times to try and get off. And so that's like the one annoying thing. Every time I wash my hair or my hair gets wet, they're restained, my face is restained. It's a mess. So that's another reason why I won't be dyeing my hair soon, because I need to figure out how I'm gonna go about it, because I definitely don't want to use box dye or permanently dye my hair professionally. I get bored with my hair very easily, and if I want to go back to my natural color, or if I want to do something new, because I do want to go purple next again. It's too much work, and I bleached my hair once and it ruined my hair just a little bit, but my hair was beautiful blonde. I'll insert pictures, but it did damage my hair quite a lot, and so I'm just a bit frightened of bleach, and it was also incredibly expensive maintaining a blonde balayage, so I just don't want that for myself. But yes, I will check in relatively soon, hopefully. Yeah, that's really it, so see you. Hi, so it is the very next day. I went to hang out with my mom and my boyfriend last night, and these are all the things that she brought back. Some are just snacks that she bought me, and then some are gifts from my family. So I thought I'd do a little South Africa haul and show you everything that I got, because these are some of my favorite South African foods ever. So we'll start off with the gifts. First and foremost, my grandparents got me this cookbook. It is Knippelduk on Koningskos. The English title is Food Fit for a King, I believe. And you're not South African if you didn't grow up and this wasn't in your house in some way or another. This has essentially every South African recipe ever, and my grandma wrote in it. I don't think you can see it, but my grandpa sent me a little voice message, and yeah, it just has a bunch of South African recipes and some pictures. I'm trying to find like an example. It has illustrations, and then it also just has pictures. And I'm very excited about this. It used to only be in Afrikaans, but then they made an English one. So my mom asked which of the two I wanted. And I was originally going to get the English one because, like I mentioned in the January vlog, my boyfriend is the cook, but then he said he'll learn and I will translate. So we got the Afrikaans one, and I'm very excited to have this. I feel properly South African with this, so that's very exciting. From just all the women On the farm, I got some homemade coffee cookies and some homemade gingerbread cookies. I haven't had the gingerbread yet, but the coffee is delicious as per usual. My grandma got me limited collection Ruby Elixir Eau de Toilette. This is the box. I don't even know if you can see it, but this is the box, and then this is the actual perfume bottle. It smells pretty good. I like it, but it's definitely more of a mature scent. Like, you can tell a grandma picked this out. It does smell good. It's just definitely a very mature scent, so I'm gonna have to pick and choose carefully when I wear this. And then I got a bar of soap. I always get some type of bubble bath or soap from them, so I just got this one. It smells good, but it doesn't really have a particular scent. It just smells like a lovely soap. This one I'm very excited for. This is a ring that my grandma gave me. I grew up absolutely loving this, and she's at that point where she's starting to give jewelry away, and so she gave me this ring and said that she wanted me to have something very precious and when I wear it to think of her. So I was very excited to receive that from her. I'm very, very grateful. It's a beautiful ring. It's a real pearl and real gold. It's a very genuine, authentic, precious ring that she wore a lot growing up, and she has matching earrings that she might want to give me one day, but she still wears them, so we will see about that. But either way, I'm very excited for the ring. And then my aunt and uncle gave me this little book. It says Genade vir elke oomblik, which I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure Genade means grace, so it says grace for every moment. And it's essentially just like a little, I don't know the word to describe it, but it's essentially just like, it has little prayers and like a Bible quote, and then just an inspirational type of book. I'm not particularly religious, but I do really appreciate the thought that went into this, because it's that type of gift where someone gets it for you so that you can be happy, and if you feel down, you can read that. So I do appreciate it very much. I'll probably keep it in my bedside table. So those are all the gifts, and then onto the snacks. So first and foremost, I am so incredibly excited. This is cream soda flavored Nesquik, which I'm gonna mix in with my almond milk. So this was my favorite Nesquik growing up, and then they stopped selling it, and then Nesquik went out of business in South Africa, and so Spoonfuls bought it, and now they brought cream soda back. They also have bubble gum, which I didn't ask for because it's heavy and my mom didn't have that much weight, but I definitely would have gotten the bubble gum too, and I'm so excited about this. I got some Aizu cookies, and so I'm gonna take one out to show you, but it's just these little animal crackers, and they come in colors, and then they have a little animal on the cookie. So that one is a bear, this one's a rhino, and then all of the ones are green. Dolphin, and it's pink. So they come in pink, green, blue, and they all have white animals, and they have a ton. The springbok was always my favorite animal on it, but they all taste the same. Like, there's no different flavors, and it's vanilla frosting. It's absolutely delicious. We have fizzers, which I'm excited for everything, so I'm going to stop saying that. But fizzers, we have strawberry and cream soda. It's strawberry and cream soda flavored, and these are sticky. I think the most universally known equivalent would be kind of like a taffy type of sweet, but they're fizzy. So when you bite into them and you eat them, they have like a fizzy texture to them, which is why they're called fizzers. And again, cream soda was always my favorite flavor, and then they also have a Coca-Cola flavor, which I do love. I believe they have a bubblegum flavor, and then they came out with the sour grape recently, which I'm not the fondest of. I do love sour sweets, but fizzers to me are sweet and fizzy, and sour and fizzy just didn't make sense in my brain. This one is my favorite. And then we have jelly tots, which are just little fruit gummies with sugar on them, or jellies, and they're made with fruit juice. These are absolutely delicious. And then I can't eat these. I might eat one because I have a dairy allergy, so unfortunately a lot of the sweets I grew up eating I can't eat anymore. These are speckled eggs, and they're a hard shell candy with a chocolate layer, and then inside the chocolate is a little jelly layer, and they're absolutely delicious. One of the best road trip snacks. This one I wasn't really much of a fan of growing up, but my mom bought it for me to try again just in case I like it, and for my boyfriend. But they're essentially just dried fruit minced and shaped into sugar dusted fruit squares. Well, this one was a gift from my aunt along with another one. All of the chocolates and the heavy dairy things that I can't eat, I told my boyfriend and my mom, like, you two can pick whatever you want from them because I can't eat them, and I would like people to enjoy them. But my boyfriend picked this one. So it's a dairy milk chocolate bar with Milky Mounds, which is technically white chocolate, but South African white chocolate tastes quite different from other white chocolates. It's a lot more milky, and I think other white chocolates are a lot more sweet. So he really wanted to try this. And then this is another one of my favorite bars, which I will just eat a teeny tiny bite and then drink a pill to help me feel better. It's a PS I Love You bar. They changed the packaging a lot. They used to be white, and then it says PS Dear, you can write their name, and it gives a little note. So this one says you're awesome, and there's a second one that's half eaten that says you're bae. It is layers of wafer and caramel, and then it's coated in Cadbury caramel confection, which essentially is white fudge. It is one of the most delicious sweets in the entire world. It's brownie cookies. They look and they taste like brownies, but they're cookies. They're absolutely delicious. I completely forgot these existed until my mom sent a picture, but it was very exciting. And then we have South African wine gums, which are a bit different from the British ones. I believe they're a bit more colorful and a different brand. I prefer these, obviously. I'm South African. But the British ones are good if you can't find these. And then last but most certainly not least, my breakfast for the next month, we've got rusks. They were crushed in the suitcase, but that's fine, I'll make it work. So the English name for these are rusks, the Afrikaans name for these are biscuit, and they're just so delicious. You dunk them in your coffee or your tea and you wait for them to get soft. It's like double baked bread, so they're really, really hard. And then you dunk them into your tea or coffee, and then they get soft and you eat them, and it's absolutely delicious. It is one of my favorite foods in the entire world, and all of it was given to me in a Mr. Price home bag, so that's exciting. Yeah, I'm not going to do a taste test because my stomach's been feeling just a bit upset, and so I've been like trying to like eat bland foods and just be a bit more chill. I've just been under the weather this week really badly. Like everything is just not great, but I have to put these away, so I'll do that in a second. But that is everything I got. We did give them gifts too. We got them a bunch of sweets that they've never had, so they enjoyed those, and then we got them a couple mugs, which apparently the kids really, really loved. So all's good and all is well. That's really, really all that I have to talk about right now. I'm gonna go. I will check back in later. I'm just gonna go put these away, and then I have to actually start being productive and doing productive things, which I don't want to do. And sorry for being like gremlin hunched over. I'm just sitting on the bar stool because island. I will see you in a few days. Hi. So I'll do a catch up in a little bit. I'm just feeling very anxious, so I thought I'd check in because I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but we live in the downtown of the city we live in, and the public transportation isn't that great, and we live in the downtown, but we live in a section that's quite empty, and so we don't really walk a lot of places a lot of the time because there's just not much to walk to, and it gets way too hot to walk that far. But today my boyfriend and I really need to go pick up an order at a certain time, and he doesn't have enough time to come home, pick me up, and then we drive there. So I am walking to his work, which is about 30 minutes away-ish, maybe 45. I think it's closer to 30. And I have to walk all the way through downtown by myself. I've never walked through a big city by myself. I don't go on runs by myself. I'm a woman and I'm scared, so I'm kind of terrified. I'm a bit excited because we do want to eventually move to an even larger city, much, much larger. And so I must learn how to walk around the city myself, and I must learn how to take public transport by myself, such as trains and buses, neither of which I've ever done by myself. So I'm terrified to do this. So I wanted to check in and just kind of like vent a little bit because I have to leave in about 10 minutes, so I'm very anxious about that. If I'm fine, you'll see this clip in the updates. If I'm not, this will never see the light of day most likely, so it should be fine though. Let's not doomsday. Let's not doomsday about this, but I'm wearing a shirt, by the way. But I'm terrified and scared. Also, my hair, the black is washing out, so it's a dark brown now, and I will be dyeing my hair black permanently in the next few months. But I have to go prep to do my first ever walk in a big city by myself. I'm scared, but I'm excited, so please wish me luck, even though I'll have already done the walk by the time you see this. But I appreciate the support nonetheless, so please wish me luck. Hi, so I clearly made it through my walk alive, which is nice. I was absolutely terrified going into it, but then once I actually got outside and I was at the first robot to cross the street, I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm doing it. The worst part is over. And the walk was actually quite lovely. The weather was surprisingly nice and it was cool out, and for the most part, nobody bothered me on the walk, except I walked past this one little convenience store that is always a bit iffy. I forgot that it was on the side of the street that I was walking, otherwise I would have crossed over after that, where there was one guy who like kind of jumped at me a little bit. He went like that, which was scary, but other than that I was fine. And luckily for me, the building security guard was walking right in front of me for like 5 minutes, so I think that combined with the fact that he probably saw I was carrying pepper spray stopped him from whatever he was attempting to do in that moment. But other than that, it was fine, and now I know to just not walk on that side of the street until after that convenience store is past. I'm just editing right now. I have a really busy day today. I was going to film several clips, however, my boyfriend's mom visited us for the weekend and she slept over, so I have 4 loads of laundry because the bedding and clothes, and we went out, so we wore like multiple sets of clothes each day, and so just a lot of laundry that I have to do. So instead I'm doing just this little check-in to talk to you guys for a little bit because it's been a while since I've spoken to you, and then I might film one clip because there's a video that I've been filming for at least a few months at this point, and I would really like it to come out in March. And so I need to get to it so that it can be finished and done. And so I need to prioritize finishing that up, or not finishing it up, but catching up today. And then I want to see if I can try and finish it up tomorrow. Maybe, I'm not sure. Because it's one of those videos where it's very dependent on the book that I'm reading. And I'm not planning on picking up a book that would suit the prompt for that video anytime soon, and so I need to figure that out. But I'm hoping I can get that finished soon so it can go up in either March or April. I'm just editing a video right now. It needs to go up this Friday. And right now we're sitting at 1 hour and 8 minutes. It started at 1 hour and 20, so I'm just hoping that I can get through a lot of it today so that the rest of the week I don't have too much to do. And yeah, I've really been wanting to make stuffed peppers lately. I know that's very random of me to bring up, but I've really been wanting to make stuffed peppers, and so I also want to try and find a recipe today because we have to go grocery shopping tonight, and I want to buy some, depending on what goes in them. So if they need eggs, I'm going to wait until next weekend because this grocery store that we're going to tonight is quite expensive, and I think our eggs are a bit cheaper at a different grocery store. So I need to do that as well. But in general, yeah, I'm so tired. This weekend was a lot. She came over, we went out for lunch, then we went shopping. She bought me a cherry cup, which I'm very excited for, and then she bought our house a couch, a pillow. And then we came home, got ready, and then we went out to dinner, and then we took her to a bar she's really been wanting to go to. It's my favorite bar in the entire city that we live in, and we ended up staying there for like 5 hours. Sorry, that was the tumble dry, but we ended up staying there for a very long time, 4 or 5 hours until midnight. Made a friend who we danced and sang with, which was really fun because it was like a spooky bar that plays emo music, and then our friend was dancing with my boyfriend and I and his mom, and He was very fun and he was very nice. Every single time I've gone to that bar, we've met very nice people, which is always fun. And yeah, that's what we did. And then the next day we went to go get breakfast, and then we went and walked around a farmer's market for a little bit, and then she had to drive home, and then we had to do groceries. So it was a fun weekend, but it's a busy weekend and I'm very tired from it. And it's unfortunate just a little bit because this coming weekend we're between two things of doing. My boyfriend wants to try and take his friends to this tiki bar that he absolutely loves, and then my mom also wants to hang out if we're not busy. So it kind of we're doing one of either. And then the weekend after that, we are going to go watch the sunset at a hotel for a little bit. That's about 30-40 minute drive from here. And so it's going to be fun, but it's just a lot of weekends of doing a lot of things and I'm tired. So I really hope that maybe this weekend we get some chill time. We did start watching Love is Blind yesterday. We've only watched the first episode. The men on that show are always the worst as well. There's very rarely ever a decent man. And so yeah, right now my boyfriend and I I think his name's David. Don't like him at all. He's not nice. That's really all we've been doing. We're also watching I Love 90 Day Fiance. I started watching it when it came out with my mom, and then my boyfriend never wanted anything to do with it. He didn't want to watch it. He wanted nothing to do with it. I begged him. I was like, please, we always watch your shows. We always watch your movies. This is the one show I want to watch with you, so please can we watch it? And then come the end of that season, he put on The Other Way. He put on Before the 90 Days, 90 Day The Lost Resort, like every single one. He's like, this show's addicting. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I know. That's why I wanted to watch it so badly. So we're watching those as well. It's been fun. If you watched 90 Day, please just tell me what you think, especially of The Lost Resort, because that one's kind of a shit show, to be honest. But yes, today's just a lovely rainy day. I have some leftovers that I'm going to eat for lunch in approximately 20 minutes. And I have to edit this video. I'm on minute 22 of an hour and 8 minutes. So I'm really hoping to get at least halfway. So about like the 40-minute mark-ish, maybe like the 35-minute mark. That's where I'm aiming to be. But I hate hearing myself breathe on... I hate hearing myself breathe on video. So that's why I have so many jump cuts, because I edit out every point where I take a breath. I've been trying not to because I realized it sounds just very jumpy and it looks very jumpy. So I've been trying to do it less, but I just hate hearing myself go. And so it takes me forever to edit because of that, because every time I can hear myself breathe, I'm trying to cut it out. So yeah, I'm trying not to do that with this one as much, but also yes, because it's so long, I want to take out any millisecond that's not worth watching. But also I'm trying not to make my job harder because it's a very long video, which it'll be out. It'll be out by the time this is up. So it is my The Housemaid is Watching plot summary video. If you don't know, I made a plot summary for The Housemaid and The Housemaid Secret, and now I also have The Housemaid is Watching. So if you want to read those books but you don't feel like it, go watch those plot summaries because I don't miss a detail. And also, I'm not like, Frida is a get out of a slump author for me, but I kind of hate read most of her books because she's incredibly fat phobic and I don't like it, and it's upsetting and triggering to me. And so reading this was kind of hellish. And also this book, waste of time and money. So spoiler there, if you're considering picking it up, please don't, just watch the video. Make it worth my while for having read it and make it worth your while for not having to read it, you know? But I think I might take a little bit of a break, eat my lunch, and then get back to it. I also have to do laundry, which is exciting. I will see you next time. If you like me or my videos, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Bye guys. Stop.